everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So I'm here with my Empties video for October. So if you've seen these videos before, I do everything by category. I have everything laid out in front of me so I can go by category, and at the end of each category, and then at the end of the video, I give the totals for each of the category, the dollar totals, because I just find that's kind of interesting for me to keep track of how much in terms of dollars that I'm using up. So I'll get started. My first category is skincare. For October, I only used up one skincare item, just my Neutrogena oil-free eye makeup remover. I really like this stuff. I've been using it for years. I feel it works really well to take off my eye makeup, and I continually repurchase it. So that's my only item for the skincare category. So for that category, I used up $6.39 worth of product. My next category is makeup, and I did use up two things in October. The first thing was the Bobbi Brown BB Cream SPF 35. I did cut into it. This was in my Project 10 pan. I really like this. I like that they have a variety of shades. Oftentimes with BB creams, there's like maybe one or two shades, especially the like Korean brands. So I appreciate the variety of shades. The formula though, it was good. It wasn't my absolute favorite. I'm currently now using the Dr. Jart BB Balm. Now this is one of the brands that has, I think they have one or maybe two shades. So not as much of a great shade selection, but I do prefer the formula of this one. I wish there was kind of a brand that had, you know, the formula of maybe the Korean brands, but more of a shade selection. So I think that would be the ideal. But, you know, you can only work with what you can work with. Then for makeup, I used up the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Translucent Powder. I really like this. I find for translucent powders, I really like drugstore ones. I don't feel the need to have to spend a lot of money on like a high-end powder. Like for foundation, I'll spend a lot of money on. I'll buy a more expensive one, but for powder that especially like a translucent powder that I'm just using to set my makeup, I am fine just getting something from the drugstore. I think they work just as well. So I definitely would repurchase this one. I did really enjoy it. So that was what I used up for the makeup category, and the total of those two items came to $56.41. Next category is body care. I have two things that I use up. The first one is kind of a staple in my empties. It's the EOS Shave Cream. This is in the scent Tropical Fruit. I tend to go through about one of these a month. I really like the formula of these, so I use it for shaving. And yeah, I go through them pretty quickly, and yeah, it's definitely a repurchase product. And then the other body care item is also a staple in my empties. It's one of the Bath & Body Works foaming hand soaps. I tend to go through about one of these a month as well. This is in a fall scent. It's the afternoon apple picking. Honestly, Bath & Body Works loves to repackage their products, call them different things. It smells like a lot of their other apple scents, but I think they do the apple scents really well. I really enjoy apple scents, so I really did like this one. Great for fall, and I definitely would repurchase something similar in the future. So that was for body care, and the total of those two items was $7.15. The next category is hair care, and I used up two things in this category as well. They're both like travel deluxe sizes. So the first thing is from Garnier Fructis. It's the Sleek and Shine Intensely Smooth Leave-In Conditioning Cream. The name of this thing always gets me. It's so long. But I use this when I was travel as a leave-in conditioner. My hair tends to get super knotty and hard to comb after I shower, so I always use a leave-in conditioner to help make it more manageable. This was fine. It's not my absolute favorite leave-in conditioner, but it worked really well. I don't know if I'd necessarily repurchase this one, but you know, it was good. I did enjoy using it. And then I have the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day 5-in-1 Styling Treatment. I love this product. I go through a lot of these. I have a full size currently that I'm working on. And I think this was maybe like a 100-point perk or some freebie from Sephora. I do really like this stuff, and definitely will already have one that I'm working on, and hopefully I can get another travel size version of it. So for hair care, this was a freebie from Sephora, and then this one was really inexpensive. So the total of the hair care category is $2.17. My next category is my tools, and I have something that I always have in my empties, which is my Up and Up basic cotton rounds. I seem to go through one of these a month, so pretty boring. Don't need to say much about these. I just use it to like apply toner, my micellar water, or take off my eye makeup. So the total of the tools category was $2.17. My last category is my candles, and now that we're into fall, I'm tending to burn more candles, so I have 2 candle empties for this month. They're both Bath & Body Works 3 wicks. So the first one I used up was Autumn. This is one I burn every year. I really enjoy it. It's Fuji Apple, Juicy Fig, Eucalyptus Leaf, and Fir Balsam. So it's not an overly overpowering apple scent. They do have like their Harvest Apple, that's just kind of an apple scent. So this one is a good blend. It really is that kind of fall scent, but it does give some like freshness with the eucalyptus leaf. I really like the blend of this candle, so I definitely would repurchase this one next year or in the future as well. And then for candles, I also used up another favorite of mine, which is the pumpkin pecan waffles. I've been burning this for a few years now. I love it. It's super sweet though, and it gives a really good throw, which, you know, if you're trying to contain the candle into a little area, this might not be the best one for that. But if you want something that is going to make your whole house smell, then, you know, maybe you will like this candle. But this one is maple syrup, golden waffles, pumpkin spice, and brown sugar. I don't know. I just really like this candle. I don't love all of the bakery scents, but this one I really enjoy. So that I used up as well. So for the candle category, the dollar total was $20.51. So for all the items together, I used up just under $100 worth of product this past month. The total of the products added up to $94.98. For the Sephora only items, they totaled to, it was just this, the Bobbi Brown BB cream, and then the Living Proof was a Sephora item, but this one was like a freebie. So really just this item was the only Sephora item I used up this month, and the total of those 2 items was $52.26. Year to date for Sephora items, I've used up $459.10 worth of product, and year to date for all the categories of products, I've used up $1,107.46. So those are all the empties with the dollar items, or dollar amounts. And then finally, I just wanted to talk about some samples that I used up in this past month. I used up 5 things. So firstly, I used up a skincare sample. This is from First Aid Beauty. It's their face cleanser. So, you know, this was fine to use. I think I've had a deluxe sample of this as well. I mean, it's a good cleanser. But for me, I feel like with cleansers, I am perfectly fine just using a drugstore one. I feel like it's something you rinse off your face fairly quickly, so I don't see the need to have to spend a lot on a cleanser. But, you know, it was fine to use it. So definitely wouldn't buy the full size of that. Then I used up a few makeup items. So I used up the Laura Mercier Foundation Primer. It's the Radiance Primer. So I had a lot of primer samples or foil packets that I was trying to use up this year, and this is the last one. So super excited about that. But, you know, this was a fine foundation primer. I don't really go for Radiance ones. So it was kind of fun to use, but I don't think anything I'd buy in the full size, but I am super excited that I got through all my little foil packets of primer. Then I have a foundation sample. So this was from Bobbi Brown. It's actually 6 different samples, I suppose. So they had 3 samples of their skin foundation liquid and 3 samples of the skin foundation stick. I only used up the lightest shade, which is in beige. You know, I kind of dislike these sort of samples. You don't even get like enough product for one application. So with this, I had to put like the liquid on one side of my face and the stick on the other side of the face just to sort of like test out the difference in the formula. But yeah, I'm not that crazy about these sort of samples. And something I want to mention is they gave samples in beige, natural, and honey, which are probably their most popular shades, but it's a little disappointing because they have 30 shades. They have on this side like their shade range, which is kind of helpful, I guess, to see what their shade range is, but their samples were beige, honey, or natural, which is 2 shades darker then beige, and then honey, which is 4 shades darker than natural. But they're all shades in the second column. I think it would have been a lot more helpful if they maybe gave a shade from each of the columns so that more people could actually test out the product, because I feel it's really hard to test out a foundation that's a bad shade match. For me it is, at least. I can't really tell how well it will work unless it's a shade that matches me a little better. So not the most helpful sample. I get they're trying to say, you know, you can go in Sephora, we have a good shade range, you can go in Sephora and get your perfect match, but yeah, kind of a useless sample for me, and I didn't even end up using all of it. And they give you so little product that's even hard to tell if it's a good shade made range in general. So anyway, used up that, or as much as I could. And then finally I used up 2 perfume samples. So firstly I used up the Daisy by Marc Jacobs. This is a weird looking sample. It actually came in like a magazine, so it's like plastic sort of packaging. But use this up. I do enjoy Daisy. I've gone through a ton of samples of it. It's nothing I ever get in the full size. Like, it doesn't like make me that excited, but it's a perfectly fine scent. So I used up a little sample of that. And then I used up from Erin, this is the iCat Jasmine. Now this is a scent that I really, really enjoy, and I definitely want to get the full size of this one. It's super good. I haven't found anything even like similar to it. It's just like a straight up jasmine scent. I know jasmine is used as a note in a lot of fragrances, but this one is just like kind of purely jasmine. I really, really enjoyed this one. So that's everything that I used up in the past month. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Talk to you guys soon.